Hello, everybody, and welcome to WUB Network, America's Sports Leaders presentation of the MLB for the first time in a while. And we're going to be doing more of these live as the season goes on. I know you see the date, April 17th. I know we're way behind. That's probably not going to get caught up till like July. But anyway, big matchup here between the Mets and the Nationals. We uploaded highlights of the first game of this series, where the Mets won in dramatic fashion in a Syndergaard-Strasburg matchup. Hello, Bow Time. How you doing? Just put your comment in one of my other videos and I'll respond at another time. I'll also respond afterwards. So we're going to be going live here. Yeah, I know, Bow Time. I will answer those questions. Just put that in a comment in another video. Hey, Freedom, how you doing? So before we start... Alright, so... Before we start, let's just look at some statistics in the early season. Andrew McCutchen leads the way in batting average for the National League. Matt Olson of the A's in the AL. Let's see, home run wise, Aaron Judge has 8 of the Yankees. Eric Hosmer and Josh Bell share the lead with 7 in the National League. RBI, 17 for McCutchen and Zimmerman. 18 for Edwin Encarnacion leads the whole way. I'm doing great. Excited to get into a Mets-Nationals game in just about 2 minutes. Stolen bases, Elvis Andrus, AJ Pollock each have 7. Moving towards some pitching statistics, already 4 wins for Dylan Bundy and Aaron Nola. Saves, 9 for Kenley Jansen leads the way. ERA, Josh Tomlin has been extraordinary, as has Daniel Mengden and Dallas Griffin. Robbie Ray, Aaron Nola, Jacob deGrom have all been strong as well. deGrom will be on the hill in this one. You see 3rd and 10th is Gio Gonzalez, both of them on the mound in this game. Shutouts already, 2 from Aaron Nola, 2 from Cole Hamels. Strikeouts, Chris Sale with 38, 46 for Clayton Kershaw. Complete games, Aaron Nola with 2, Cole Hamels with 2. Finally, we do want to show you the standings, how everything looks right now. In the NL East, the Phillies have a 1-game lead over the Nationals. The Mets are 3rd at 500. So far 1-3 on this current homestand. Braves are 4th. Marlins 3-14, struggling mightily. In the Central, the Cardinals, Brewers, it's only a 3.5 game difference from first to last. The West, the Dodgers are 13-4, off to the best start in the National League. In the American League, the East, the Red Sox are on top. The Yankees are 8-10. They had a horrible start, but have started to turn things around and have won 4 out of 6. You see the Orioles, the defending World Series champs, at 9-9. In the Central, 10-6, the Twins lead the way. The Indians are 9-8. In the West, how about the A's, 12-6? Mariners are 11-5. Mariners, of course, had the huge season last year. This division is pretty good. And you see the Angels, a good team, rounding off the back. Right now, the Dodgers have the best record in all of baseball. Freedom, I know you're happy about that. So we're about ready to get going here. Mets Nationals, 2-0, 1-1-6 for deGrom, 2-1, 2-1-4 for Gio Gonzalez. This should be an exciting game here between the Mets and the Nats. So we take a look. Who's hot? Max Scherzer's been pitching well. All of these guys have been pitching pretty well recently. There's your league leaders once again. Mets are 500 both at home and on the road. Nationals are above 500 in both, which is why they are 2.5 games ahead. Mets got the victory in Game 1. You can look at the highlights of that was uploaded this morning, I believe. So here we go, live from Citi Field, the Mets and the Nationals squaring off here. A big game coming up. Taking the field, Jacob deGrom, the ace, looking to lead the Mets to a victory and to already win the first 2 games of this big series with the Washington Nationals, their division rivals. Here's deGrom, 2-0 with a 1-1-6 in his 4th start of the season. Play ball indeed, we're going to in about just a few seconds. 15 hits allowed, the whip is below 1, 23 strikeouts in 3 starts. Just a very strong campaign so far for Jacob deGrom. Trey Turner will take to the plate, and we're ready to get underway here between the Mets and the Nationals. deGrom looks in for the sign. Here's the first pitch to Trey Turner. That's in there, strike one the call. We'll take a quick look now at the starting lineup for the Nationals. Trey Turner leads off, then it's Adam Eaton. Howie Kendrick batting third because Bryce Harper is out with knee inflammation. He left the game last night. He hopes to be back in a few days, not going on the DL right now. Then Zimmerman, Daniel Murphy, Rendon, Michael Taylor, Miguel Montero, and Gonzalez. For New York, the outfield is Conforto, Cespedes, Bruce. Infield, Frazier at third, Rosario at short, Asdrubal Cabrera at second, Wilmer Flores at first, d'Arnaud the catcher, deGrom the pitcher. I do know that since I'm going to be around Memorial Day weekend, there will definitely be 2 live baseball games. Yankees and Red Sox will be one. Probably Dodgers-Giants will be the other. Hey, Racing Fan Forever 9. Here, this one's driven into right. That's a base hit for Trey Turner, and that's going to roll all the way to the wall. Jay Bruce grabs it, but Turner's already into second with a stand-up double to get things going here. So just want to remind everybody, the Progressive Cup Series race will be out in a few hours. 25th race of the season from Tiburon Raceway. It's a great race. It's the longest race I've ever done. Next VRC race is probably in a few weeks. I think you can check. I know it's Dover. It's not till June. And then next week is some Xfinity and truck races. First pitch is a fastball up and into Adam Eaton. 1-0 the count. Eaton so far at a .258 campaign. 6 ribbies, and he's stolen a pair of bases. The former White Sox acquired straight up for top prospect Lucas Giolito. We still don't know who was the real winner of that trade yet until Giolito starts playing more in the majors. That's a pop-up, and that's caught. There was a truck race yesterday. I filled in for you in the 88, and I got you a second-place finish. So here's once again your starting lineup. Look at him, 17 RBIs for Ryan Zimmerman. We said tied for the NL lead at this point. And also, if you can see on the bottom part of the screen, we have the statistics of other games going on right now in baseball. deGrom looks back. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be outside, ball 1. Race got moved to Saturday afternoon. That's when we did it. Umpire crew, Mike Fillmore is at home plate. Rusty Valentine at first base. Jerry Hillsdale at second base. deGrom checks back on the runner at second. The 1-0 is up and in on Kendrick, and it's a 2-0 count. Runner in scoring position here and 1 away. The 2-0 to Howie Kendrick is going to be off the plate. Really got squeezed there. 3-0. And the hot Ryan Zimmerman stands on deck. Maybe the green light to swing here for Kendrick at 3-0. deGrom's got to get one in the strike zone. 3-0. Fastball at 96. The best he's got. Throws it down the middle. 3-1 the count. deGrom's going to shake off d'Arnaud a couple times. Here's the 3-1 to Kendrick. Inside, ball 4. And Howie Kendrick draws the walk, batting out of the 3-hole for the first time as a National. And now 2 runners are on for Ryan Zimmerman. The man tied for the NL lead in RBI with a chance to get even more ribbies right here. .373 average. And Jacob deGrom, someone who's got an ERA of only over 1, is in early trouble here at home. deGrom's first pitch to Zimmerman, his 10th of the day, is a fastball up and away, 1-0 the count. deGrom just doesn't seem to have his feel so far on his fastball, which could be bad for him. 1-0 pitch, bounced at the plate and off the screen foul, 1-1 the count. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That's going to be up and away on a slider, 2-1. Daniel Murphy, who always torches the Mets, is on deck. and would love to come up with a chance to drive in some runs. Still a double play opportunity here if you can get one on the ground. 2-1's going to be fouled off 2-2, and deGrom would really love to get this strikeout here of Zimmerman. Turner at second, Kendrick at first here in the top of the first inning. 2-2 to Zimmerman. Fouled off down the right field line. That actually got close to leaving the park because that was clobbered by Zimmerman, and it's a 2-2 count still. deGrom checks the runner at second. Turner's got speed. Here's the 2-2. Zimmerman bounces one, but that's going to be foul. No play for the Todd father, and it's 2-2. deGrom shakes off d'Arnaud a couple times. 2-2. This one is driven center field, not that deep. Cespedes is going to come in on it, makes the play, and throws it into the cutoff man at third base, Frazier, and nobody advances. So a big out there as Ryan Zimmerman fails to convert an opportunity. And now Daniel Murphy steps to the plate. A .356 average he sports. Like Zimmerman, also top 10 in the National League. This lineup is stacked even with the star Bryce Harper not playing today. First pitch from deGrom is going to be up and in, 1-0 the count. deGrom already nearing 20 pitches here in the first inning. Here is the 1-0 pitch to Murphy. Swing and a miss, four-seam fastball at 94, and it's 1-1. Well, it wouldn't be a sac fly here. 2 outs, so he really needs to get a hit here or find his way on base. 1-1 is going to be grounded to the shortstop, Rosario. He'll go the short way to second, and Cabrera steps on the bag to retire the side. deGrom escapes early trouble. Now the Mets will come to bat here. The bottom of the first inning of MLB Live on WUB Network, America's sports leader. Gio Gonzalez comes to the mound. He's been almost as strong as deGrom this year. 9 walks is a little scary, but still 2-1 with an ERA sub-2 is not terrible at all here. Michael Conforto has been hot. .375 average in the season so far with 5 homers, 10 ribbies. Easily leading the way for New York. Conforto was 0 for 4 last night, though, so he'll look to end an 0 for 6 skid. His longest hitless skid of the season, as the first pitch from Gio is a curveball away, 1-0. Gio Gonzalez is not the hard thrower that he was a few years ago. Now relies more on the curveball in the 70s and getting a two-seamer and cutter working. This one is dribbled to short, throw to first, got him, and that's the first out here at the bottom of the first inning. Here comes Yoenis Cespedes to the plate. Quick look at the Mets batting order. It's Conforto, Cespedes, Jay Bruce. Cespedes and Bruce both still have not gotten hot yet this season. Both still hitting under 200. Then Todd Frazier in the cleanup hole. Asdrubal Cabrera, Travis d'Arnaud, Wilmer Flores, Jacob deGrom, and Ahmed Rosario bats ninth. Here's Cespedes, who Bruce at least has still produced somewhat. Cespedes has been horrible this season, and this one is first pitch hit to right. Easy play for Murphy, who comes out and makes the play. 3 pitches, 2 quick outs here. And as you also see on the bottom of the screen, the Phillies, who currently lead the NL East, have taken an early 2-0 lead on the Braves in the second inning, thanks to a 2-run homer from catcher Jorge Alfaro. Yankees and Marlins in an interleague matchup, still no score. Here's Jay Bruce, not doing much better than Cespedes so far, and he'll take the first one in, 1-0. Actually, he's got a lower average than Cespedes. I didn't realize that. Only 148 right now for Bruce, who got the day off yesterday. And Brandon Nimmo played instead. 1-0, Bruce swing and a miss at a nasty curve, 1-1. Jay Bruce always seems to bite on those curveballs, and that was a nasty one right there. So the count now sits at 1-1. Gio's 1-1. That's going to be in there, strike 2, and it's a 1-2 count now. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That's going to be off the plate, 2-2 the count. 2-2 the count now, 2 gone in the inning already. Gio Gonzalez has cruised through his first inning much easier than Jacob deGrom did. He's one strike away from ending it. 2-2 to Bruce. Bruce clobbers one right field, but that's going to go foul off to the right. He got the distance, just not the right aim. And it remains 2-2. That would have been a good way to break out of the slump. 2-2 to Bruce. Dribbles one foul now down the third base line, and it remains a 2-2 count. Battle setting in here for Gonzalez and Bruce. This will be pitch number 7 of the at-bat. Gonzalez winds up the 2-2. Up and away, 3-2 the count. Todd Frazier sits on deck. He's had a solid season to start his tenure as a New York Met. Miguel Montero, the veteran catcher, with the sign. The 3-2 to Bruce. Check swing. Did not go, and it's going to be ball 4, and Jay Bruce draws a much-needed walk to raise his currently abysmal on-base percentage. Let's see, did Jay Bruce go around? That was close. He really tried to hold back. If I was back behind the plate, that would have been strike 3. But the Mets have their first base runner against Gonzalez, who, although has had such a strong year so far, already 10 walks. And now he'll face Todd Frazier. Frazier, who's hit left-handed pitching pretty well so far this season, but not Gonzalez in his career. Only 2 for 13 in his career against Gio. So 2 outs, Jay Bruce at first. 1-0 to Todd Frazier. That's going to be up and away. 2-2 the count. 2-0 the count. Hey Fisher, how you doing? Gio checks 2-0 pitch is going to be high. 3-0. Asdrubal Cabrera sits on deck here for the Mets. Gio trying to avoid back-to-back walks. Here's the 3-0 to Frazier. He'll take that one all the way. 3-1 on the fastball. Runner on first. 2 outs here in the last of the first inning. Still no score between the NL rivals, the Nats and the Mets. 3-1 to Frazier. Dribbled foul, and now the count is back to a full count now. 3-2. Cabrera on deck. Bruce at first. 2 outs. Montero the sign, Gonzalez the nod, 3-2 pitch. Dribbled foul, and they'll set again. Gonzalez retired the first 2 batters in just 3 pitches, now has already required 15 now to set down the next 2. 3-2 to Frazier. That's going to be high ball 4, a terrible curveball. Back-to-back walks now for Gonzalez after 2 quick outs. And now first and second for Asdrubal Cabrera here as Todd Frazier takes the trot to first. That pitch was terrible there from Gio Gonzalez. And he could be in some trouble here. Here's the first pitch. Clobbered left side by Cabrera. That's going to be foul though. That looked like a home run-esque swing, but didn't go all the way. 20th pitch of the inning from Gonzalez. Swing and a miss, strike 2, and now he's ahead 0-2 and 1 strike away from escaping a jam. Both deGrom and Gonzalez have faced some early trouble. deGrom escaped his. Gonzalez's is 2-out trouble. Can he get through? 0-2 to Cabrera. Check swing, got him looking. And that's going to retire the side. Cabrera can't believe the call. Back-to-back walks for Gio Gonzalez, but he escapes the jam. After 1, still no score here between the Mets and Nats here on WUB Network, America's sports leader. I'm going to get something to keep my phone charging, so I'll send it to Matt Vasgersian for like a minute. All right, we're charging, so we're good. Anyway, we're at a 3-2 count now. From deGrom to Rendon here to start the top of the second. 3-2, swing and a miss, got him. First out of the inning on a K here by Jacob deGrom to start off the second inning. There you look at the defensive look once again. Wilmer Flores playing first base here instead of Adrian Gonzalez because of the lefty in the pitching. d'Arnaud getting the start, although Plawecki has gotten most of the time behind the plate so far this year. Here's Michael Taylor, who's got 3 homers, but is only hitting 193 right now. You might have seen on the bottom, there's a big matchup tonight, the Red Sox and Angels. Price will face Ohtani, which should be quite the pitching matchup. First pitch is a swing and a miss from Taylor, 0-1 the count. deGrom's 0-1 the pitch. That's going to be dribbled foul. deGrom has looked quite strong here to start out the second inning after a rocky first. deGrom shakes off d'Arnaud once and twice, then he nods. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be high on the slider, 1-2 the count. deGrom already getting close to 30 pitches. 1-2 to Taylor. Off the plate, ball 2, and now after an 0-2, now it's even 2-2. 2-2 the pitch. That's going to be in there, strike 3 called. So back-to-back strikeouts here for deGrom to get the second going. Now Montero will bat. First pitch is in there, strike 1, and it's 0-1. Montero only hitting .088 so far this season. Struggling mightily as deGrom looks to strike out the side here in the top of the second. 0-1 to Montero. This one's clobbered to center. That's going to fall in front of Cespedes for a base hit. And Montero's going to get the Nationals some life here in the second as a 2-out base runner. So after deGrom K'd the first 2 batters back-to-back in Rendon and Taylor, right back to it, Montero gets the hit. And now Gio Gonzalez, who's actually hitting .200 this season as a pitcher through 5 plate appearances, swings and misses, strike 1. He has a single so far this year, 1 of 5 so far in the batter's box with a couple sacrifices as well. He's not a terrible hitting pitcher. 0-1 to Gonzalez. Oh, and that goes up and gets him. Gio flips the bat, not happy. We know there's often tension between these teams. deGrom's not the type of person to try to hit someone on purpose, but that went up and in and got him on the elbow. That was a little frightening there. So now first and second with 2 outs. Trey Turner is barking a little at both Travis d'Arnaud and the home plate umpire. So at first and second, 2 outs. deGrom trying to settle back in. Turner doubled off him into the right field corner to start the game. And the first pitch there is a strike, 0-1 the count. 0-1. That's going to miss low, and now it's a 1-1 count. Make it 2-1 now. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 on, 2 out here to Trey Turner. deGrom's already thrown 37 pitches. This is number 38 here. That's going to be low. 3-1 the count. Adam Eaton, the leadoff, the second man in the order, stands on deck. deGrom's 3-1. Clobbered right field. Back goes Bruce to the warning track. He's got room, though, and makes the play, and that ends the inning. After back-to-back Ks, a little bit of trouble for deGrom, but he strands a pair. Bottom of the second, Washington on top. Washington no score here between the Nats and the Mets. 6, 7, and 8 in the Met order coming up. And it starts with Travis d'Arnaud. Not many at-bats, but he is hitting .400 right now with a homer. Gonzalez did not have the best of innings to start things out here. First pitch. That's going to miss low and in. 1-0 the count. Very clear night here at Citi Field. Nice weather in Flushing. A little cold, but not terrible. 1-0 pitch is going to be inside on the curveball. Make it 2-0. Mets lost their first 3 games of this homestand, a sweep by the Brewers, but then won in exciting fashion over Washington in their last game. And now Gonzalez misses to fall behind 3-0 on the leadoff man d'Arnaud, with Wilmer Flores still looking for his first homer of the season, standing on deck. Gonzalez with the 3-0 offering. Check swing, it's in there anyway. Strike one, 3-1 the count. Those Brewers have been hot and are going for their 6th straight victory. And they're leading 3-1 against Cincinnati thanks to a home run from Ryan Braun. Ball 4 to d'Arnaud, and he's going to draw the walk. Already 3 walks for Gio Gonzalez, make that 12 on the season for him. And the Phillies have a chance to extend their lead in the division, now up 5-0 on the Braves. There's Mr. Met getting the crowd amped as the well-revered Wilmer Flores comes to the plate here with the runner on. Yankees now lead 2-0. Gleyber Torres had his first 2 career RBI and his first hit, a 2-run single to give the Yankees a 2-0 lead. He just got called up. So nobody out. Runner at first after Gonzalez already issued his 3rd walk. 0-1 to Flores. Swings and misses, chasing that changeup in the dirt. 0-2 the count. Gonzalez checks the runner at first. I doubt d'Arnaud's going anywhere. 0-2. Driven. Third base side. A dive by Rendon. Throw to second. 1 down to first. Double play. What a sensational play by Anthony Rendon. Diving and taking advantage of the lack of speed from both Travis d'Arnaud and Wilmer Flores. Had time to dive, get back up, throw from his knees, get the runner at second, throw to first, and beat Flores by half a step. And a big double play there to get Gonzalez out of some trouble early in the bottom half of the second. And now Jacob deGrom comes to the plate, lines the first pitch right to short. Easy play here for Turner, who throws to first. Zimmerman with the scoop, and that retires the side. Some nice defense there from the Nats. Nobody left. We head to the 3rd. No score between the Nationals and the Mets here on WUB Network, America's sports leader. Tap 3rd here. Adam Eaton's going to lead things off. He popped out in the first inning. 2, 3, and 4. Eaton, Kendrick, and Murphy up here for the Nationals. Remember, Bryce Harper out with knee inflammation after contacting the wall hard, trying to make a catch in yesterday's game. Banged his knee on the right field wall and left the game, and they said he's probably going to miss the rest of the series. They do not want to DL him unless it's absolutely necessary. So it's a 1-1 count here to Eaton. deGrom already at 41 pitches. 1-1. Eaton's going to pop one up, third base side. Might be playable for Frazier. He makes the effort, and it's going to stay in, and he makes the catch, first out of the inning. So here's a look once again at the NL East standings. You see Braves and Miami struggling. Phillies leading by a game over the Nats. The Mets right at 500 right now. Here's Howie Kendrick, who walked in his first plate appearance. Batting out of the 3-hole, playing right field, the former Angels second baseman. First pitch to Kendrick is going to be blasted to second. Not hit as hard as I thought it was. Cabrera, an easy play to Flores, and that's quickly the second out of the inning. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. Flew out back in the first. deGrom the windup, the first pitch. This one's going to be popped up to center field. A quick 5-pitch inning right there for deGrom. 1, 2, 3. We head to the bottom of the third, still no score. Mets look for some offensive production next as they send Rosario, Conforto, and Cespedes to the plate. Here's Ahmed Rosario hitting .224 in the season, but in his last 5 games, just 2 for his last 16. Ahmed really wants to get things going. Rosario, Conforto, Cespedes here for the Mets. First pitch to Ahmed is going to be low and in, 1-0 the count. One and 0. That's going to be inside, 2-0 the count. I just saw on the bottom of the screen the Blue Jays, it looks like, are up 8-0 right now on the Royals in the third inning. So that game is a blowout. As that pitch is going to be in there, 2-1 the count to Ahmed Rosario. Gonzalez has already walked 3 batters, but thanks to some defensive help and some clutch pitching, he's been able to get out of it. Well, this is 2 of the best pitchers in the National League, although Gonzalez is the third really man in his rotation behind Scherzer and Strasburg. He's a great third man, and deGrom is right up there with Noah Syndergaard in this Met rotation. 3-1 to Rosario. Rosario blasts one hard foul down the right side and out of play. So the count is full here to Rosario with Michael Conforto and Cespedes due up next. 3-2. Rosario cracks one to left. That's not going to be caught, though. It's going to be caught by Rendon on the run, and that's going to be the first out of the inning. I thought that was much harder off the bat. It kind of deceps a little bit of deception there. But that's the first out of the inning. Mets back to the top of the order with Conforto, who's 0 for his last 7. He was up to as high as 440 2 games ago. Conforto dribbles one foul down the first base side. 0-1 the count now. Mets so far have been held hitless by Gio Gonzalez. Here's the 0-1. We have streamed a no-hitter on here before. It was last year. It was when we didn't actually record it. It was more of just the radio type broadcast. It was Matt Latos throwing a no-hitter April for the Toronto Blue Jays of the Boston Red Sox. Conforto swings and misses on the curveball, and he's behind 1-2. 1-2, the pitch. Swing and a miss, he got him. Michael Conforto now 0 for his last 8. Gonzalez with the K, and 2 outs here. Gonzalez, let's take a look at this pitch. Lower outer part of the zone, a 4-seamer at about 92, and that's the second out, and up comes Cespedes looking to get something going here for the Mets. First pitch to Yoenis is going to be a little high and in, but they're going to call it a strike. Very interesting strike zone we're seeing today from the home plate umpire. So we're just going to take a quick look at some statistics right now. First off, your home umpire is Mike Fillmore. And just overall, the domination from the pitchers so far. Gonzalez, 2 2/3, 3 walks, 2 Ks. For the Mets, 3 innings, 2 hits, 2 Ks. For deGrom, who's lowered his ERA all the way to 1.03 at this point. deGrom won the NL Cy Young last year in the season sim. Cespedes lines one off of Gonzalez. Tough play, and booting it as well was Murphy. Cespedes stays put at first. Terrible offensive play there. Defensive play, rather. That one went off Gonzalez. Gonzalez is just fine. It just bounced off his fleshy part of his back. And Murphy booted it, so Cespedes is on. And that will be an infield single, so Cespedes gets a much-needed hit and breaks up the possible no-hitter. First pitch is going to be in there. Strike 1 to Bruce, 0-1 the count. So a big 2-out single. We've seen a lot of 2-out base runners, but all of them have ended up being stranded so far. 0-1 to Bruce. That's going to be low and in on the 12-6 curve, 1-1 the count. Gonzalez shakes off Montero. Now he agrees. 1-1 to Jay Bruce. It's going to be high on the four-seam fastball, 2-1 the count. Gone all the way before they moved in the fences for the first time. And that might mean all the run support deGrom needs because he's locked in. And it's 2-0. And now Frazier belts one. Same area, and that one's gone as well. Todd Frazier back-to-back pitches with Jay Bruce. The Todd father sends one deep, and the Mets lead it 3-0. And the apple comes right back up again. 2 pitches, 2 homers. The Mets stage a 2-out rally, an infield single by Cespedes, a home run by Bruce, and now a home run by Frazier, and the Mets have broken it open. It's 3-0, and Gio Gonzalez is struggling, and I imagine Washington might get someone up in the bullpen. That was a fastball right down the middle, same area. Let's see, did this one go any deeper? Yeah, that one a little higher than Bruce's. And now Cabrera would love to make it back-to-back. Let's see. First pitch from Gonzalez. That's going to be low, ball 1. So that changed everything. This game was scoreless for the first almost 3 frames, and now things have surely shifted the other direction. As Drupal Cabrera with the chance to try to make it maybe a 4-run game. And he clobbers one, and actually, no, that's going to be a pop-up. He got a lot of wood on that one, but a little too much, and it was a little too high, and it's caught by Turner to retire the side. But a couple homers for the Mets from Bruce and Frazier back-to-back. End of 3. The Mets lead at 3-0 here on WUB Network, America's sports leader. Here's Daniel Murphy coming up. He grounded out back in the first inning. It'll be Murphy, Rendon, and Taylor coming up 5, 6, and 7 in the order. deGrom has been locked in so far, hoping to not suffer the same fate that Gio Gonzalez just did as the first pitch is outside, ball 1. Gio Gonzalez had not allowed a home run all season, and he allows 2 on back-to-back pitches. And that whole inning got turned around when Cespedes hit the weird infield single off of Gonzalez, and then Murphy booted it as well. So now 1-0. Murphy's hit a lot of home runs here before, both in a Met and National uniform, and he takes that one 2-0. 2-0 delivery from deGrom. Murphy dribbles one to third. Frazier grabs it, plays it on a hop, throws to first and got him, and that's going to be the first out. So the pitch speed comparison, none of these guys are flamethrowers, but deGrom has touched 96. Gonzalez has only hit 94 on the radar gun. Another update, the Cubs lead the Cardinals now 3-1. Kyle Schwarber hit a home run, his 6th already of the young season. Here's Anthony Rendon. He struck out back in the second inning, an inning when deGrom accounted a pair of strikeouts. First pitch from deGrom is going to be inside, ball one. deGrom's 1-0. Swing and a miss. Nasty slider that just dropped right when Dodgers-Giants. If not, that'll definitely have highlights. As Gonzalez's first pitch to d'Arnaud is a swing and a miss, strike one. Currently, it is d'Arnaud. It'll be 6, 7, and 8 in the order for the Mets coming up here. d'Arnaud, Flores, and Jacob deGrom. 0-1 to Travis. Check swing. That's going to miss low. 1-1 the count. Nolan Arenado just went deep for Colorado against the Pirates, his 6th of the year, to make it 3-2. 1-1 to d'Arnaud, blasted right side, foul. So a reminder, Gonzalez had gotten through the first 2 batters in that third inning. He had retired Rosario and Conforto, then Cespedes the infield singled in the back-to-back jacks. That pitch is going to miss. Nats bench can't believe it, but they are going to calm down to avoid any sort of ejection. 2-2 now. Gonzalez already nearing 60 pitches here with nobody out in the fourth. 2-2. That's going to miss low. 3-2. Wilmer Flores stands on deck for New York. No Bryce Harper is surely going to hurt this Nationals team the rest of the series. 3-2. Completely fools him there with the curveball. d'Arnaud was swinging early, and that's the first out of the inning. We're going to send it back to Matt Vasgersian once again and be back in a couple minutes. 3-1 now to deGrom is going to be in there, strike 2. So after 3-0 for Gonzalez, who's already at 66 pitches now, looking to retire deGrom. 3-2. Dribbled foul, 3-2. The Mets pitchers, both these teams for that matter, have pitching staffs that can hit. Mets can go deep. Players like Max Scherzer and Tanner Roark can get the singles and doubles for the Nats. 3-2 to deGrom. Swing and a miss. Got him a two-seamer, and that'll retire the side. 1-2-3 inning for Gonzalez. It's still a 3-0 Met game after 4 here on WUB Network, America's sports leader. Miguel Montero will bat here for the Nationals. As let's take a look at the statistics through 4 innings. Mets box score, you see only 3 hits so far. They've been big, though. The infield single from Cespedes and then the homers for Bruce and Frazier. 4 innings, 2 hits, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts for deGrom, who's now lowered his ERA below 1. For the Nats, just 2 hits off him. Trey Turner's got 1, Miguel Montero the other. Turner's was a double, and he hit Gonzalez with a pitch. Gonzalez has given up 3 hits, 3 earned, 3 walks, 4 Ks, but the ERA still remains below 3 here in the early season. Facing Montero, Gonzalez, and Turner, 2 of which have hits off him already in the game. First pitch is a nice fastball in there, strike 1. Just 56 pitches right now for deGrom, so pretty solid position for him to be in. Here's the 0-1. In there, strike 2. Some of the later games today, we mentioned the Red Sox and Angels, Price and Ohtani. Dodgers take on the Padres. Rich Hill makes his first start of the season after suffering some blisters in spring training that kept him out for a few weeks. He will start against Dinelson Lamet. Oh, and deGrom hits his second batter. That's Miguel Montero. Ooh, deGrom, that got him in the back. Montero decided to try to turn away the arm, which was smart. So he got him there. Second batter JD's hit in this game, and here's Gio Gonzalez, who was the other man hit by a pitch. Gonzalez will probably try to bunt Montero over here. Every run counts at this point. He will go down to try to bunt, and he puts down a nice one. Concerned with tagging Gonzalez is Flores, who could have actually tried to throw to second. Maybe had a chance for the double play, but goes the safe way and gets Gio. And that's the first out here at the top of the 5th. Gonzalez bunted it right at Flores, who was already coming in. Watch this. Flores was in the ideal position. Gonzalez even ran out of the base paths there. But he got tagged out. Here's Trey Turner, 1 for 2 with the double. First pitch to Trey. It's going to be blasted to right center. That's going to fall for a base hit. Rounding third and attempting to score is Montero. The throw from Bruce is going to be close but no cigar. And the run comes home. An RBI single for Trey Turner, and the Nats are on the board here. It's 3-1. Low and away, and Turner's able to blast that one into right center. Bruce did a good job getting over there, and even spinning, able to get the nice throw, and almost got Montero, who's got no speed and did not get that great of a jump. And now deGrom's got to settle in with 1 out, and the tying run up and Adam Eaton, and the first pitch is high and in, 1-0. Eaton's already popped out twice to the first base side and the third base side. (1-0) to Eaton. That's going to be in there, strike 1, and it's a 1-1 count. (1-1). That's going to be a strike, make it 1-2 now. One and 2, 1 out, already a run home here in the top of the 5th. Eaton grounds one first base side. That's going to be foul, says the first base ump, and it's 1-2 still. Howie Kendrick on deck. They're going to check first base with the speedy Turner. He's not going anywhere. Flores applies the tag. Trey's back easily, safely. 1-2, another check back on Turner. deGrom seems a bit concerned. I'd be more concerned with the task at hand here, which is the man at the plate. 1-2. Here's the pitch. Up and away on the fastball, and the count is now even 2-2. Howie Kendrick lurks on deck for the Nationals. 2-2, Turner attempting the steal, and that one's going to go off the pad of d'Arnaud. Turner was sliding. If he had stayed up, he would have been able to get the third there. That was a weird one. It bounced off the pad of d'Arnaud, and now there's a runner in scoring position with one out. 3-2, and deGrom's pitch count is up to 66. 3-2 to Eaton. Turner at second. deGrom checks the runner, throws back to second, almost got him there. Wow, that was close. I think deGrom shocked Turner there. Still checking the runner, 3-2. It's going to miss low, ball 4. Eaton's on base, but that might be a blessing in disguise because that does set up the double play. But that does also set up the fact that the go-ahead runner is Howie Kendrick, who's hitting .280 this year with an OBP of over 400. deGrom into the heart of the order and starting to struggle here. First pitch to Kendrick is going to be off the plate, ball 1. 1-0. Grounded third base side, foul. So the inning started, Montero got plunked, Gonzalez a sac bunt, then Turner the RBI single, moved to second on a passed ball, and then a walk. 1-1, swing miss, and a nice slider from deGrom, 1-2. deGrom trying to keep the sub-1 ERA up. He's got to get through here. 1-2. Already past 70 pitches. In there! Strike 3 called on the fastball. Kendrick caught looking, third strikeout for deGrom, and that's the second out here of the 5th inning. Nice pitch. Let's see where this was and what kind of pitch this was, thanks to our pitch info tracker. Upstairs, four-seamer 94, went up the ladder on him, and Zimmerman's going to bat with a chance to drive in some runs and extend his National League lead in that category. He had the same situation and failed to convert with first and second last time up, back in the first inning. Fastball now up to 95 in the outer part of the zone, 0-1 the count. deGrom fervently likes that pitch idea from d'Arnaud, the 0-1. It's not going to work, though. The fastball, a little too much mustard. 96 and up. 1-1 the count. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Check swing in there. Strike 2 is the call. 1-2 the count. deGrom 1 strike away from getting out of the jam. Already run home in the inning. Turner at second. Eaton at first. 2 outs. 1-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Back-to-back Ks from deGrom to end the inning. And the Nationals are only able to scratch across a single run. Halfway through the game, we head to the bottom of the 5th. The Mets lead it 3-1 here on WUB Network. 9-1-2 coming up for the Mets next. Here's Ahmed Rosario batting. He lined out back in the 3rd inning. Gio Gonzalez has thrown 68 pitches already. We don't know how much further he'll be going here in this one. Rosario thinks about a bunt, decides better of it, probably because of the infield positioning. 0-1 the count. Here's the 0-1 to Rosario. That's going to be inside and low. 1-1 the count. Here comes the 1-1 offering. That's going to be low and in on the changeup, make it 2-1. So 3-1 Mets lead. It was the bottom of the 3rd inning when the Mets got back-to-back jacks from Bruce and Frazier to get things going, as that one's going to be fouled back 2-2. 5th inning was some trouble for deGrom. Trey Turner had an RBI single to drive in Miguel Montero. He's only surrendered 3 hits all game, but he's also walked a couple and plunked a couple, but he was able to escape a jam. That pitch is going to be out off the plate, 3-2. Conforto and Rosario combined are 2 for their last 24, so they've definitely want to get something going here. 3-2 to Rosario. Upstairs, ball 4, and it's a leadoff walk for Ahmed Rosario. Gonzalez now has walked 4 batters, and Conforto will come up 0 for 2, 0 for his last 8, looking to get out of that as his average has dropped to just a slim 362. First pitch to Conforto is going to be inside ball 1. Conforto has had a great season hitting out of that leadoff hole. They bat him out of the 2 hole when Nimmo's in the lineup, but still 1 and 2. He has produced well in both spots this year. 1-0 to Conforto. That's going to be up and in. 2-0 the count now. Runner on first is Speedy. 2-0 to Conforto. That's going to be off the plate. Make it 3-0 now with Cespedes looking to do damage on deck. Gonzalez needs to throw a good one here. 3-0 to Conforto. In there, strike 1. Nice fastball. Wouldn't want to throw that same location again because if he does, that's probably going to be a 5-1 game. Already nearing 80 pitches here for Gonzalez, and he's already fired off double digits in this inning without getting it out. 3-1. That's a pitch in there, strike 2. An update, Gary Sanchez homered for the Yankees, so it's now a 4-0 lead for the Yanks in the 5th inning. Yep, 3-1 Mets the score right now in the bottom of the 5th inning. It's now a 3-2 count here to Conforto. Fouled off. A quick update, Gonzalez and deGrom dueled through the first 2.5 innings. In the 3rd inning with 2 outs, a Cespedes infield single, then back-to-back home runs by Bruce and Frazier to make it 3-0. Nationals scratched across a run in the 5th inning thanks to Trey Turner. A bullet to first, that's a double play. Zimmerman catches it on the line and then tags Rosario trying to dive back. And a big double play. Man, Gonzalez has gotten a lot of help from his defense in this game. Here's Cespedes. This was the same situation in the back in the 3rd. 2 outs with Cespedes up. And that's when the whole excitement started. Yep, Zimmerman is. Ryan Zimmerman currently leads the NL in RBI with 17 this season in this season's sim. Cespedes, though, flies out to center, and that'll end the inning. That'll end the threat. End of the 5th. Mets still lead 3-1 here on WUB Network, America's sports leader. Here's Daniel Murphy coming to the plate. The former Met, 0 for 2 so far. Murphy, Rendon, and Taylor, 5, 6, and 7 face deGrom, who now 75 pitches deep. Hey, Rocket Master, how you doing? Spin by Rosario. Nice throw to first. He had all the time. He could add in a little finesse there, and that's going to be the first out of the inning. So 1 pitch, 1 out to start off the top of the 6th. It's a nice defensive effort there from Ahmed Rosario. Up comes Anthony Rendon now. Just curious to the viewers, who are you guys rooting for, the Mets or the Nationals here? First pitch to Rendon is going to be dribbled, shortstop. Rosario grabs it, throws to first, and got him. 2 pitches, 2 outs. Both are putouts by Ahmed Rosario. And a reminder, next weekend, the Yankees and Red Sox and Dodgers and Giants will be a doubleheader live for Memorial Day weekend. Probably one Saturday and then one Monday. We'll also have some second-round action of the NBA playoffs. Harper, though, is hurt. He's out with knee inflammation as the first pitch is low ball 1. That's something to mention to viewers joining in. He got hurt in the game last night, running into the right field wall, and is going to miss the rest of this series. Taylor hot shot the left side. Frazier tried to make an incredible play. Doesn't get it, and it's a base hit for Michael Taylor. Into left field. 4th hit for the Nats. Taylor gets that one. A hanging slider. And drives it down the left field side. And now a runner on first with 2 outs. And up comes Miguel Montero, who's had a solid day without an official plate appearance. Oh, wait, no. He has a single and then a hit by pitch. So 1 for 1, a single, a hit by pitch. That hit by pitch in the 5th, he scored on the Trey Turner RBI single. He and Turner have been the only 2 guys who have really read it. Yes, you can create players in this game. 0-1 is outside ball 1. Which reminds me, T-Miner Gaming and Rockmaster, I also put up a vote for fans on the channel a couple, yesterday, so if you haven't voted yet, please do. That's one of the other videos if you get a chance. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Montero. This one's going to be clobbered left center. Going back is Conforto. He makes the catch, and that's the second out. And actually, no, that's the third out, and that'll end the inning. I don't think this is on PC. I think this game is only on PS4. So middle of the sixth, the Mets lead it 3-1. Yankees now up 5-0 on the Marlins. Giancarlo Stanton just hit a masterful shot in third inning. First pitch to Jay Bruce, clobbers one right center field. That's going to go all the way to the wall and bounce off the wall. Bruce is hustling to second. He'll get there standing with a double. Jay Bruce getting out of the slump with a walk, home run, and double in this game. Great start for Bruce to this one, getting out of this early season slump. And Jay Bruce is teeing off on Gio Gonzalez, a fellow lefty so far in this game. And out comes Dave Martinez, and that's going to be all for Gio Gonzalez. And he will be responsible for Bruce at second if he can come home and score. So coming in is Brandon Kintzler, who in 6 games so far this year, 1-1, 6.23 ERA, so not great for him. He does only have a 200 average for left-handed batters. But no lefties will be batting against him for a while. Back in the third, look at this home run that Frazier hit. The next pitch after Bruce's, and it went even deeper than Jay's. This one was a shot. Todd Frazier will bat. Before we do that, let's just take a look at the statistics for Gio Gonzalez. The line today: 5 innings, 4 hits, 3 earned, 4 walks, 4 Ks, and remember, he is responsible for Jay Bruce at second. First pitch homer for Frazier last time. Can he do it again? First pitch, it's going to be off the plate though, outside, a sinker, 1-0. So bottom 6th now. It's a 3-1 Met lead. 1-0 to Frazier. That's going to be a low and away, 2-0 the count. So 2-0, Kintzler pitching carefully here. Josh Bell just homered in Pittsburgh to give the Pirates a 5-2 advantage. Kintzler checks the runner, the 2-0. That's going to miss low. 3 straight sinkers down in the zone, and now it's a 3-0 count with Asdrubal Cabrera, who's also looking to break out of a slump, on deck. Mets bats held silent in the series with the Brewers, now trying to break out in a big way against their NL East rivals. 3-0, sinker this time, gets the right spot, and it's 3-1. Toms River, New Jersey's Todd Frazier stands in the 3-1, swing and a miss on a slider, and it's a full count. Bruce with a solid leadoff second after leading off the inning with a double. 3-2. Outside, ball 4, and Frazier's going to be on base, and now it'll be first and second here with nobody out, and Cabrera coming up. So first and second, nobody out. Up comes Asdrubal Cabrera looking to drive something for the Mets. First pitch to Cabrera. It's a nice changeup in there, strike 1. After some trouble with the sinker, I think Kintzler might go elsewhere here. Kintzler made the All-Star game just a couple of years ago, but this season has not been All-Star caliber in any way. 0-1 to Cabrera. Is low on the sinker. He has no feel for that sinker. Both Trevor Gott and Sean Kelly, who both worked in last night's 11-inning game, are warming. Trevor Gott took the loss in that game. The 2 guys who were the heroes in that game, Plawecki and Adrian Gonzalez, are both not in the lineup today. You can check that. I put the highlights up a couple hours ago, as this one's blasted through the hole, base hit. Rounding third is Bruce, coming home, throw home is not in time. It's an RBI single for Asdrubal Cabrera, and the Mets are back up 3, it's 4-1. That sinker was good, but Cabrera reached down. Sliding attempt there from Turner, couldn't get to it, and Bruce was hustling. And now first and second, and the line keeps moving here as Travis d'Arnaud bats. Kevin Plawecki had a big game at the plate yesterday. Only 1 for 4, but he had the triple and scored the game-winning run. So far, d'Arnaud is 0 for 1 with a walk in this one. One and 0 to d'Arnaud. Blasted right field foul. So the Mets are ready to run home in the inning. Gio Gonzalez out after 5+, and now that run that was charged against him is scored. And a whirl of trouble so far for Brandon Kintzler, who's walked and given up a single to the first 2 batters he's faced. d'Arnaud lifts one foul, and it's 1 and 2. Wilmer Flores stands on deck for New York. Montero the sign, the 1-2 from Kintzler. Grounded first base. Oh, what a play by Zimmerman, diving and making the catch. Zimmerman, another Gold Glove type play at first base. Watch this one again. Hot shot. Cabrera in his way. I don't even know how he saw this, and he makes a play. And Zimmerman's 36 years old, people, and he's still making plays like that. And he never even played first base till 2 years ago. So a big first out, and once again the Nationals getting helped out by their defense. Here's Wilmer Flores, who's going to take the first pitch he sees, a sinker, strike 1. 0 for 2 so far for Flores, who has not hit too well so far in the season, just over the 200 mark so far. Oh and 1 to Wilmer Flores. That's going to miss low on the sinker, make it a 1-1 count. First and second, 1 away. Kintzler trying to limit the damage here. 1-1 is a slider off the plate, 2-1. deGrom getting a lot of time to rest up for the 7th inning, and we'll see if he comes back in. He is due up next. 2-1 to Flores. In there on the outer part of the zone, 94 miles an hour, 2-2 the count. Pitcher's spot is up next. deGrom is currently in the on-deck circle. 2-2 to Flores. Dribbled third base side, that's going to be foul. So 2-2 the count. Here's the pitch to Flores. Dribbled back behind the plate and off the backstop. 2-2 once again. Two and two once again to Flores. Here it comes. Dribbled again, foul, and this is shaping up to be quite the battle between Brandon Kintzler and Wilmer Flores. Kintzler's already thrown 20 pitches here in the inning. 2-2, bottom of the 6th, 4-1 lead for the Mets. Flores popped one up, right side. Zimmerman hustling out, makes the play, and that's the second out. Both runners stay put. I'll be back once again in a minute. Let's send it back to Matt Vasgersian. deGrom is going to bat. Seventh inning, still only 9 hits combined between the two teams in this game, although the Mets do have 4 runs. 7th inning, Matt Adams is going to be the pinch hitter here for Brandon Kintzler. Adams has had a big season as a pinch hitter. He also had a pinch hit grand slam against Atlanta and a pinch hit walk-off homer on opening day against the Reds. That pitch, though, is going to be fouled off, 0-1. Remember, we're less than 3 hours away from NPCS Race 25 at Tiburon. Be sure to check that one out. deGrom currently at 83 pitches here in the top of the 7th inning. Here's the 0-1 to Adams, outside, ball 1. Jerry Blevins is up. Here's the 1-1 offering. That's going to be up and away, 2-1 the count. Both Jerry Blevins and A.J. Ramos begin to warm. Ramos threw an inning last night. Blevins did not pitch in last night's game. Cardinals have taken a 5-3 lead on the Cubs thanks to a Marcell Ozuna homer. 2-1 is going to be in there, strike 2. That's a big divisional matchup just like this is. So it's 2-2 now. Travis Shaw just hit his second home run of the night to make it a 6-1 game in Milwaukee. And the Phillies lead the Braves 8-3 in the 7th. So if the Nats lose, they'll fall 2 games back of the Phillies, and the Mets will be within 3 games. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Adams rips one into center, and that's going to fall in front of Cespedes, and that's going to be a leadoff single here to start the 7th inning. So Adams on base. His pinch hitting this season has been impeccable. And Trey Turner comes up. He's had a good game here against deGrom. A double and a single. And he drove in the only run so far. First pitch. It's going to be in there. Strike 1, 0-1 the count. Oh, and 1. Dribbled, third base side, double play opportunity. Frazier to Cabrera for 1, down to first. Turner's speed beats it out. So, a new runner at first, now it's Trey Turner. But they do get the lead runner, and they do get the first out. Twins have blown it open against the Indians. They're up 7-0 now against Cleveland, which is a bit of a shocker. Twins looking to take a 2-game lead out in the AL Central. That pitch, it's going to be a pitch out here to Adam Eaton. Eaton in his career against deGrom is just a lackluster 3 for 15. 3 for 15. deGrom's going to check Turner. He did that in the last at-bat as well, as Turner's on base for the 3rd time already in this game. Another check on Turner. That one was almost a little over the head of Flores. deGrom's at 91 pitches, so he might be nearing his end here. But last year's NL Cy Young looking to dominate again, at least in last year's season sim. It's the 1-0 is high, 2-0 the count. Throw back to first, and he's back safely. Both these teams made it to the playoffs last year. The Mets were eliminated by the Cubs in the NLDS. Wild card game to Colorado. Swing and a miss on a curveball. And it's 2-1. Signs coming from the third base coach for the Nationals. 2-1 to Eaton. That's going to be in there on the outer part of the zone with a fastball. 2-2 the count. Yep, hashtag hair be gone, the deGrominator. He sure is deGrominating right now. Looking for 4 more strikes and he'd be through 7 innings, and he still is not in 100 pitches. This is number 95. 2-2. Ground ball, foul. Reach of Flores, 2-2. Another check on Turner, and he's not going anywhere. Still 2-2. Here's the 2-2. In there, strike 3 called on the outer part of the zone. deGrom racks up the K. Eaton surprised, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. This was a nice pitch. It looked inside, and then there goes the movement. Nice pitch there from deGrom. JD will stay in. Now Familia begins to warm in the Met bullpen. 96 pitches, and here's Howie Kendrick. Pitch out. Turner's going to go back to first. It's a weird-looking pitch out there. Kendrick is 1 for 16 in his career against deGrom and 0 for 2 with a walk today. Filling in for Bryce Harper probably the rest of the series. One and 0. Clobbered right center. That's going to fall for a base hit. Turner's going to stop at second as a quick throw in from Bruce, and the Nationals will bring up the tying run here. And we'll see if that's it for deGrom here, who's now at 98 pitches. No, they're going to give him a chance here against Zimmerman, and this could be a big at bat. Zimmerman is still hitless so far today. Blevins and Familia warm in the Met pen here in the 7th. deGrom just needs one out to get out of this. First pitch. Zimmerman clobbers one, left field foul. 0-1. And deGrom is about to throw his 100th pitch. He's reached 103 out of 4 starts this season now. 0-1. Pitch number 100 is blasted into right, a base hit. Bruce gets over. Coming home is Turner. It's going to be an RBI single for Ryan Zimmerman, his NL leading 18th of the year, and the Nats are within 2. It's now 4-2. Up and away, and that's a perfect place for Zimmerman to drive it down the right field line, and it's 4-2, and Nicky Callaway is going to come out, and that's going to be all for Jacob deGrom. deGrom's relatively positive, gives a tip of the hat to the crowd, but the Mets do need some good pitching here from the bullpen, and they're going to give it to Anthony Swarzak, who the former Chicago White Sox has actually had a pretty good year. 2-0, ERA just above 3 so far. Daniel Murphy's going to bat here. So the final line for deGrom. He goes 6 2/3, 7 hits, 2 earned, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. Right now the ERA at 1.5. Anthony Swarzak will try to keep it there, as deGrom is responsible for both Kendrick and Zimmerman. Murphy now the go-ahead run here at the plate. First pitch is going to be up. Ball 1 on the fastball. So the Mets will need 7 outs from their lackluster bullpen. Swarzak's 1-0. Murphy drives one down the line, foul, and it's 1-1. Mets 4, Nats 2. Top of the 7th inning here. Big opportunity for the Nats. Go ahead run at the plate. Fastball's going to be inside. Now make it 2-1 the count. 2 men on, 2 men out. deGrom responsible for both. Swarzak checks Kendrick. 2-1 to Murph. Inside, ball 3. And Anthony Rendon stands on deck. And Swarzak's 1 ball away from putting the go-ahead run on base here. 3-1. Inside, ball 4, and Swarzak walks Murphy, and the bases are loaded now for Anthony Rendon. Swarzak pitched him a little too carefully, and now he's got to work with Rendon up, and both of deGrom's runners in scoring position. Tying run at second. Bases loaded, 2 outs. First pitch to Rendon is going to be low on the slider, 1-0. Big at bat coming up here for Anthony Rendon to try to break things open. 1-0. That's going to miss. 2-0 the count. Swarzak having tons of issues right now with location. d'Arnaud barking at him from behind the plate. 2-0 to Rendon. In there, strike 1. That was a nice pitch, and the 4-seamer towards the middle. Bases loaded. Michael Taylor stands on deck. deGrom already surrendered a run this inning. And what's turning into a marathon 7th inning here. 2-1. Clobbered by Rendon, foul, and it's going to be 2-2. Big spot, 1 strike away is Swarzak from getting out of this major jam. Bases loaded, 2 outs. 2-2 to Rendon. Oh, and he gets inside. Full count now. Michael Taylor stands on deck. Tying run at second, go-ahead run at first. Darno the sign. The nod. Here's the 3-2. Rendon fouls it back and the at-bat continues. So after deGrom came out after the single RBI single by Zimmerman, a walk by Murphy, and now a long at-bat to Rendon. 3-2 pitch. Rendon fouls off another. And it's still 3-2. 3-2 to Rendon. Here it comes. Another foul ball, and it continues. This will be pitch number 9 of the at-bat coming up. 3-2 again. Here it comes. Rendon ground ball, foul again, and we'll have a 10th pitch to this at-bat. What a battle. Bases loaded. Anthony Swarzak trying to trying to save the possible victory for deGrom. High ball 4, and that'll walk in a run. Kendrick trots to the plate, and now the tying run and go-ahead runs are in scoring position, and Paul Sewald comes in after a less than effective outing from Swarzak where he walks a pair, and the Mets are to their 3rd pitcher of the inning. Sewald's been up and down this season, and he'll face Michael Taylor here. So bases still loaded here, 2 outs. Nats have already brought home a pair in the inning. First pitch is a fastball, a nice one, strike 1. So Swarzak, a terrible outing after deGrom came out. deGrom's still responsible for the man at 3rd, that's Zimmerman. 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2, and another nice fastball from Sewald. And Sewald is 1 pitch away from getting the Mets out of this jam. 0-2 to Taylor. Swing and a miss, he got him, he climbs the ladder. Sewald goes 3 pitches, 3 strikes. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. And the Nats leave them loaded. 2 runs come home in the inning, and the Mets need 3 pitchers to get through it. But Paul Sewald delivers the finishing touches, and the Mets retain their lead. It's 4-3 as we head to the bottom of the 7th. Dave Martino's calling for a double switch. We'll see what the official call is. So Sean Kelly's going to come in and pitch. He'll take the 7 spot in the lineup. And Ryan Rayburn moves to left field, and he'll replace Michael Taylor. So Ahmed Rosario will bat here to lead off the bottom of the 7th. First pitch to Rosario is going to be outside, ball 1, 1-0 the count. Kelly shakes off Rosario. First pitch. This one's going to be driven right side, foul. 1-1. Not the best of outings for Brandon Kinsler in the last inning. And now Sean Kelly is the 3rd Nat pitcher. 1-1. In there, strike 2 with the slider, 1-2 the count. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, down goes Rosario in the nice slider, and that's going to be the first out here. That will bring up Michael Conforto. 0 for 3, 0 for his last 9 is Michael Conforto looking to break out of the slump in a big way. First pitch is going to be inside, ball 1. Phillies are up 8-3 in the bottom of the 7th inning. Aaron Altair, Jorge Alfaro have both been strong in that game for them. That pitch is going to be high, 2-0 the count now. Yoenis Cespedes stands on deck, and then the red-hot Jay Bruce, who has had a huge game. 2-0. Conforto drives one right field. Foul. Almost home run number 6 for Michael Conforto. So it's 2-1. 2-1 on the way. Conforto swings and misses at a slider, and it's 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Oh, inside. You know, we've got a couple guys hit from the Nats. Mets haven't had anybody hit. Conforto almost got plunked there, and it's 3-2. Cespedes on deck. We'll have a Red Sox Angels update in a second. Ball 4, Conforto draws a walk. So the Sox and Angels, that game is already 3-2. Both Price and Ohtani knocked around in the first inning. Ohtani surrendered a 3-run shot to Ramirez. Red Sox, Price, he surrendered a 2-run shot to Trout. So it's 3-2 there. Here's Cespedes now, with Jay Bruce on deck. Bottom of the 7th, Mets lead 4-3. Cespedes clobbers one as Conforto was running on that play. 0-1 the count. Oh and 1 to Cespedes. Cespedes drives one left center, coming over, making the catch is Rayburn, and back to first goes Conforto, and that's the second out. Cespedes got good wood there, but couldn't drive it too far. Here's Bruce, who's been on fire today, 2 for 2, a home run, a double, 2 ribbies, and he's raised his on-base percentage by almost 50 points. First pitch to Bruce is going to be low, ball 1. (1-0) to Bruce. Takes that pitch. That was his pitch to hit. 1-1. 4-3 Mets lead. 2 outs here in the 7th. Conforto on base. 1-1. Bruce drives one right field. Carrying back. If that was the summer, that would probably carry out of the park. But a read on it from Kendrick. He'll make the play, and that ends the 7th. Mets need 6 more outs. Can they do it? They'll try to get 3 when we come back. Here's Miguel Montero, who's had a solid day. 1 for 2 here. He'll face Sewald, who stays in here for the 8th. Jerry's Familia is up in the Met bullpen. First pitch from Sewald is in there. Strike 1, 0-1 the count. Familia is warming up in the Met bullpen. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Montero, and that's in there. Strike 2. 5 pitches, 5 strikes so far, and they've all been on that four-seamer for Paul Sewald. There's some days Sewald has it, sometimes he doesn't. Today he has it. 0-2, first pitch that's out of the zone. That's high, 1-2. Sewald, the 1-2 pitch. Dribbled foul behind the plate, 1-2. Cardinals still lead the Cubs 5-3 in the 8th. Cardinals looking to take the first 2 games there of that series in Wrigley. That one's going to be high and in, and now the count is even 2-2. 2-2. Driven right field, carries right to Bruce, who makes the catch. 1 out here in the 8th inning. There's Ryan Rayburn hitting 158 this season. He's come in as a defensive sub in both games. Came in for Harper after he got hurt yesterday, and now comes in the double switch for Michael Taylor. First pitch is in there, strike 1. He's a good defensive substitution. You can trust him in the outfield, but his bat's not really there. 0-1 is low, 1-1 the count. Brandon Drury just homered for the Yankees, and now they're leading 7-1 in their matchup with the Marlins. 1-1 is in there, strike 2. Already an hour and a half into the broadcast. The 1-2 swing and a miss. Second strikeout for Sewald. Ryan Rayburn is frustrated after swinging at that one, which was clearly ball 2, and that's going to be the second out. Jerry Blevins is going to come in to face the 1 lefty. So Mickey Callaway making another change as Blevins checks in after Sewald did his job and got 3 men, 2 of them via the K. Trey Turner has been unstoppable so far. Been on base 3 times. First pitch is in there, strike 1 on the nasty 73-mile-an-hour curve, something you see often from Blevins. 2 for 4, a double, a single, an RBI, and he's already scored in this game. Reached on a fielder's choice and scored back in the 7th. 0-1 to Turner. Sinking action. That's going to miss low. 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Clobbered left field. Easy play, though, for Conforto, who makes the play, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Mets. Seawald and Blevins combined for a solid eighth for New York. They'll try to get a little more run support for Jerry's Familia when we come back here on WUB Network. Trevor Gott's going to come in and pitch. He was the loser in the last game. The pitcher who surrendered the big triple to Kevin Plawecki. Todd Frazier will lead off here in the bottom of the eighth. First pitch here to Frazier. Swing and a miss, strike one. Frazier, of course, had that big blast to left when he and Bruce homered on back-to-back pitches off Gio Gonzalez back way earlier in this game. Gotzo 1 is in there, strike two. Nice curveball on the outer part of the plate. Mets have already had to use 3 relievers after using 4 last night. 0-2 is outside, ball 1. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, down goes Frazier. Nice pitch there from Trevor Gott. Both bullpens starting to settle in, and that's the first out of the last of the 8th. Here's Asdrubal Cabrera, 1 for 3 with a single so far. First pitch from Gott to there is action in the bullpen for Washington once again. Cabrera clobbers one to right. That's going to be foul. That went all the way up to the Coca-Cola corner, but that was just foul. 1-1 to Cabrera. He clobbers another one, this one down the left field side, but foul as well, and it's 1-2. 1 out, 1-2 now. Montero the sign, the 1-2 from Gott. Swing and a miss. Cabrera swings at the ugly pitch, and Gott struck out the first 2 men he's faced here in the bottom of the 8th. 4-3, Mets lead now. Bottom of the 8th, 2 outs. Travis d'Arnaud's going to come to the plate here. First pitch to Travis. In there, strike 1 the call, 0-1 the count. 0 for 2 with a walk in the second for Travis. Got the windup, the 0-1. d'Arnaud off of Gott and right into the hands of Zimmerman, who steps on first and has had a crazy day defensively. Gott looks to be okay. That got him off the knee. Anyway, a 1-2-3 inning from him, and we head to the 9th. Mets trying to win it here against the Nats and claim the series. 4-3, they lead. Double switch for the Mets, which is interesting just in case they have to try to win it in the bottom of the 9th. Jerry's Familia is going to come in and pitch. He's got 3 saves so far and a 1.17 ERA, 3 for 4 so far in save opportunities. Adam Eaton will bat. It'll be Eaton, Kendrick, and Zimmerman. The Mets' defensive change, Jose Reyes is going to come in and bat in the pitcher spot in 8th. Asdrubal Cabrera is out of the game, and Familia will pitch. All he needs is 3 outs here. First pitch from Jerry's Familia. Eaton dribbles one weakly, foul, 0-1. So we thank everybody who stuck around this stream, and remember, we'll have the NPCS race up in about 2.5 hours. 0-1 to Eaton. Drops down a bunt, a beauty, and that's going to be a great way to start off the possible rally. Adam Eaton drops down the bunt with Frazier playing way back, and there's a runner on first here with nobody out and Howie Kendrick coming up. So Familia is going to have to try to settle in after that. Tying run on first, go-ahead run at the plate here. Now Kendrick drops to bunt, decides to pull it back, and the first pitch is high, ball 1. Frazier's still playing deep. I think they should bring him in now because the Nats seem obsessed with trying to bunt here. They are going to think about it again, and they're going to bunt again, but that one's right to Flores. Covering first is Reyes, and that's the first out. But over to second, and now in scoring position is Adam Eaton. Ryan Zimmerman's already got an RBI. He's got 18 on the season, but he has left 4 on base, 2 of which on scoring position. This is the big at-bat. Familia versus Zimmerman. First pitch is a slider, 0-1. Good job trying to pitch away from him, but also getting the strike. Mets have gone from deGrom to a terrible outing from Swarzak to Sewald to Blevins to Familia. Nats have used Gonzalez, Kelly, and Gott. 0-1 is another slider. That one not as picturesque. That one a little off the plate. 1-1. 1 out. Tying run at second here in the ninth. Familia's 1-1 offering. Blasted left field, but going over is Conforto, who makes the running catch, throws it in, staying at second, and not going anywhere is Eaton. And that's a big second out, and Zimmerman's retired, and Washington's down to their final out. Here is Daniel Murphy. It's up to him to try to beat his former team. Familia checks the runner at second. First pitch to Murphy. A little high on the fastball, 1-0. He'll be careful here with Murphy. 1-0. Here it comes. That one's going to be blocked by d'Arnaud. Nice job blocking a terrible pitch there. It's 2-0. Yankees just wrapped up against the Marlins. A complete game, 2-hit, 1 earned run performance from Sonny Gray as they win that one 7-1. Familia behind 2-0 on Murphy with 2 outs. 2-0 pitch. In there, strike 1. Nice pitch from Familia, a sinker, 2-1. 2-1 to Daniel Murphy. Check swing did not go, around 3-1, and Anthony Rendon stands on deck. Tying run at second, 2 outs. 3-1 from Jerry's Familia. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Down to their final strike. It's 3-2 to Murphy. The sign from d'Arnaud, the 3-2 pitch. Dribbled foul, and they'll go back at it again. Jerry's Familia looking to lock down his 4th save of the year. The Citi Field faithful on their feet. 3-2. The pitch. Outside, ball 4, and the go-ahead run is now on base as Familia walks Murphy. Mickey Callaway can't believe it. And now Anthony Rendon's going to bat. And Wilmer Defoe's going to come in and pitch run for Murphy. So now Rendon's got both the tying and go-ahead runs on base. And now Familia has to continue to work here. He had an extended outing last night, and he has to again. First pitch is ripped down the first base side, grabbed by the bat boy, and hurled into the crowd, 0-1. Familia. 0-1. Rendon flies one right field. That's going to go out of play, though, thanks to the wind, and it's 0-2. Once again, down to their final strike of the Nationals. d'Arnaud the sign. Familia checks twice on Eaton. A 3rd time. A 4th time. 0-2. Inside, ball 1, and they'll set again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs. 2 on. Mets up 4-3. Trying to secure a win for Jacob deGrom, which would be his 3rd of the year. 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him on a slider up and away, and the Mets win it 4-3. Jerry's Familia locks down the save. Mets get a couple home runs. The Nats with a strong performance in the 7th, but a big strikeout by Paul Sewald to end a bases-loaded threat. And Familia strands 2 runners, and the Mets win it as Conforto, Cespedes, and Bruce celebrate, and the Mets go to 9-8. Nats fall to 11-7, and 2 games behind the Phillies, who just beat the Braves. So what a game we just witnessed here. Jay Bruce, your player of the game, 2 for 3. We hope you enjoyed this presentation of the MLB on WUB Network. We'll see you next time.